Yo, what is up guys, it's Pedro here, and in today's video, I will be talking about some potential surprise cuts the Washington Commanders could make this offseason. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and that notification bell as well, so you never miss a video, and comment down below who you think will be a surprise cut. We are so close to 13,000 subscribers. It's been a while since we've hit another K, so hopefully we can do it before training camp. We're like 180, 190 away. So just help me get there. It takes 1 second. Let's get right into it. And just because one of these, I say a player in this video, doesn't mean they're going to get cut. It's a surprise cut for a reason. I'm not predicting these guys getting cut or anything, but I'm just naming some guys that would be surprise cuts that maybe there's a possibility that they get cut, whether it be because of their play recently or because of other guys the Commanders have brought in. Who knows? But let's start off with one. I guess we'll start off with Derek Forrest. I don't think he's going to get cut, but you have to think about it. They did bring in some safeties. You got Jeremy Chin, who they brought in. I don't know why. Okay, there we go. That pop-up was what bothering me, or the scroll down or whatever it's called. They brought in Jeremy Chin. You got, Jeremy Reeves, who's going to make it. He's more of a special teams guy, but still, you got him. You got Quan Martin, who they have here as a nickelback, but I think they might play him more as a safety and play Mike Sainristil as the nickelback or slot corner, whatever you want to call it. So then you got, Jeremy Chin, you got Quan Martin, Jeremy Reeves, Dom Hampton, who you just drafted. You also got Percy Butler as well. I think Derek Forrest is going to make it. I think he is a solid safety, and I think he does have some potential. I really do. I really liked him in 2022, I guess the year before this past season. Thought he showed some good things, especially when he did play strong safety when Cam Curl was out for a little bit. I thought he played well at times, but last year was a little bit up and down. I believe he was hurt as well, so that definitely hurt him. I think he'll make it. A guy that wouldn't be as much of a surprise, maybe a surprise for some people, would be Percy Butler. I actually don't think Percy's going to make it. If you were just looking at safeties right here, Jeremy's going to make it. I think Quan's going to make it. And the other Jeremy's going to make it. When I said Jeremy, the first time I was talking about Jeremy Chin, but Jeremy Reeves is going to make it too. Jeremy Reeves, he's a captain. He's a really good special teams player and has good experience to where if you need him to play safety, he can for you. So that's 3 right there. Some teams only keep 3. You're going to keep Dominique Hampton as well, which is 4. I just don't see you keeping 5. I really don't. So I unless Percy looks really good in camp and the preseason, I just don't see him making it because they already have a guy in Jeremy Reeves that can play special teams for them. Maybe they keep 5 safeties. That's a possibility, but I just find it hard to, for Derek Forrest, Jeremy Chin, Percy Butler, Jeremy Reeves, and Dom Hampton. I don't know why I'm saying Hampton. Dom Hampton. I find it hard for all those guys to make it. So I think one of those guys will, miss the cut, probably Percy Butler. But if he looks really good, he has a really great offseason, and maybe Derek Forrest doesn't, then you could see maybe Percy Butler making it and Derek not. I just think it's going to be the reverse of those two. Some other possible surprise cuts. We'll come back to the defense because that is one that I want to talk about, that I talked about recently. Also, I made a video about Sean Taylor's younger brother, just talking about his story, stuff like that, his future prospects for making the NFL. So after this video, go ahead and watch it. I think you guys will enjoy it. It's the off season, a little bit more chill time, so have less to talk about. So I thought I'd make a video like that. I think it was a solid video, so go ahead and check it out. So offensively, the quarterbacks, none of those guys, Jeff Driscoll might get cut, probably will. That wouldn't be a surprise. Jeremy McNichols, he might get cut, not going to be a surprise. None of the receivers getting cut would be a huge surprise to me. Maybe De'Ami Brown. I think he'll make it just because the depth at receiver isn't great. Like, you have a third-round rookie, like a late third-round rookie slated in to start, and he might be good, but again, that just shows that the depth isn't great there. You got Crowder, Zacchaeus, Demir Bird, I swear they had one other veteran. Where is he? Whatever, besides the point. It's not a lot of, I guess, Crowder's other veteran. Crowder, Zacchaeus, and Bird. They don't have a lot of depth there, so I wouldn't be surprised if Diami got cut, but at the same time, because they don't have a lot of depth, it makes it easier for him to make the team. It really does. And he's shown some things. He plays a little bit of special teams. So it's not like he's just a receiver and doesn't play. If he was just receiver, didn't play special teams at all, then he would probably be cut. But he has done some things on special teams as kind of a gunner. So that adds a little bit of value to him versus some of these other guys that might not be able to do much. So I think Diami's going to make it, but I guess you could see that as a potential surprise cut. And then tight ends, I could see John Bates getting cut. If Ben Sennett looks really solid in camp, and I'm going to keep saying it every time until he becomes a household name. It looks like it's Sennett, but he says it's pronounced Ben Sennett, so that's why I'm saying Ben Sennett before anyone gets on me in the comments. But he's going to make it. Obviously, Zach Ertz is going to make it. And then it's a question of, okay, is it going to be John Bates? Is it going to be Cole Turner? Or maybe even Armani Rogers, who is a talented guy for sure? I don't know. I don't think you need to keep 4 tight ends here. Maybe you do. I think 3 is fine, but maybe they decide to keep 4. But if Ben Sennett looks good, then I wouldn't be surprised if maybe John Bates is cut because, Ben Sennett is a good blocking tight end, and maybe they're like, okay, if he's looking good and he's a better blocker than we expected, then maybe we can cut John Bates. Or if it's maybe the opposite, then you keep John Bates and maybe move on from Cole Turner. I'm not 100% sure how it's going to work out. They could keep 3, they could keep 4. It really just depends on how some of the other stuff shake out. And then offensive line, I really don't see any surprise cuts like what's his name, Braden Daniels. That would not be a surprise at all. Ricky Stromberg, I guess that would be a surprise. 3rd round pick from the year before. If he got cut, I'd be a little bit surprised about that. It's not like totally out the window, but it's a possibility. It's a new regime, so anything's possible with some of these guys. But I really did like him coming out of Arkansas. I believe, that's where he came out from, and he had a solid camp, and really just didn't get a lot of PT, and then got hurt. So that was unfortunate for him. But I think he has a shot to be a solid, guard or center in this league. Okay, if we look at defensive side of the ball, Phidarian Mathis, he's got to have a good camp. I don't care what he did before. Or what he did in college and where he got drafted, 2nd round pick, doesn't matter. He hasn't done anything in the league so far, and it's just been injuries and stuff like that. So, whatever excuses you want to give to him, whatever, that's fine. But he's got to show. He's got to show up. He's got to show up this year. 2 seasons. Has done nothing this year. Played in 10 games, 8 tackles, no big plays to mention. Not even one where you're like, oh, good tackle or whatever. I guess he had a fumble recovery. But Phidarian Mathis, it wouldn't be a surprise cut at all. But he needs to step up and really show something because he's on the hot seat for sure. He's on the hot seat for sure in terms of maybe getting cut. Another guy. Again, these are surprise cuts for a reason, so don't flame me here. Benjamin St-Juste. I don't know. Guy from the previous regime. Forbes is going to make it for sure. And then Mike Sainristil is going to make it. Maybe they want to keep another safety, and they think Quan and Mike Sainristil can play, nickelback and maybe one of the outside cornerback positions. And maybe they're like, you know what? Benjamin isn't doing anything this offseason. Maybe one of the other guys looks, really good. Michael Davis, Tariq Castro-Fields, undrafted free agent, Chigo out of Colorado State, or Noah I, who played with the Cowboys and the Dolphins. Who knows? I would say it's about a 10% chance, 5% chance, but that would be a surprise cut. And Jamin Davis talked about it in another video. Don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it should. I would be upset. I would be upset if he got cut. I think he should play. I think he should play, or he should play, but he should make the roster. He is super athletic. He can make some explosive plays, and he's gotten a lot better since he got into the league, which is what you expect. But still, I think, worst case scenario, you keep him. You're paying him whatever you're paying him this year. It doesn't work out, and you leave. Maybe he leaves. You maybe get a comp pick or whatever. But you could see him. You could see him play well. And then maybe you keep him or whatever. You let him go and you get a better comp pick. But I think that versatility is good because, if one of those guys gets hurt, knock on wood, the linebackers, well, Jamin Davis can be an every down linebacker. So if, Bobby Wagner, Frankie Louvu get hurt, and again, hopefully that doesn't happen, knock on wood, Jamin Davis can go in and play every single down there. As a replacement for them. And he also can do some things at edge rusher. So on 3 linebacker sets, he'll be in as a linebacker probably. It really depends on how he looks as an edge rusher. Because if he looks really good as an edge rusher this offseason, he could be a starting edge rusher for them. So he's a big question mark, in my opinion, in terms of what he's going to play, but not in terms of him missing the roster or not. So that's it for today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are new, and peace. Oh, and sorry, I gotta keep it going. If you guys stayed till the end, go ahead and comment down below. We'll go an OG player, kind of, I guess. Let's go with Samaje Perine. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace.